Stockhausen had a beautiful quote. He said, "Whenever we hear sounds, we are changed. But especially the case when we hear sounds organized by another human being, music, because the sound waves penetrate into our atomic molecular levels and they transform us." From 1977 to 2003, Stockhausen composed Licht. These are 7 operas for the 7 weekdays. And each opera deals with a different theme of human life. So inside Light, we have chosen 5 works which are part of Licht, but usually not performed separately.
For every opera in the cycle, he would begin the experience for the theater goer outside of the hall. So you would approach the venue and start to hear the music even before you entered. And usually it would be in the lobby of the theater, there would be music playing, and he called that a greeting. And then when you left the theater, there would be music playing, and he called that a farewell. As the cycle went on, he took large synthesizer pieces that he used in the operas and used those as the greetings. The only piece on the program that's not specifically a greeting from the operas is Invisible Choirs, which is from Thursday, the very first opera that he created. But every other one is designed to be heard first when people are entering or when they leave the opera.
Stockhausen liked his electro pieces especially because during this music you can just dream, fly away, and this music awakens in every person a different fantasy. So there's nothing you have to understand or have to be prepared about. Just close the eyes or watch these beautiful, slowly transforming visuals which are here in Inside Light and see what the music does within. I think this production is very beautiful because it does not illustrate the music. So it's not that when a loud boom comes, the lights go on, or when the music gets soft, the lights go out or something. So here are very delicate transitions of light.
The great thing working with Kathinka is that she has that openness to also allow a different point of view. The main setup is these 8 speakers for the 8 tracks, which are arranged in a circle. That with Kathinka we decided about the size of that circle, and that gave me basically the parameter, because inside that circle you can appreciate the music the best. You still hear it very well outside, but inside, when you're inside that circle, you have the best spatial sound experience. And then I constructed all the spatial interventions, the screens, the oval, the elliptic line. It's all based on very basic geometry that starts from that circle and then combines that circle of the speakers with the proportions of the Wade-Thompson drill hole. But basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to create a moving sculpture or a changing sculpture that is of course immaterial because it's of light, and to create different perceptions of space that correlate with the music. There's a relationship. Sometimes it goes against it, sometimes it goes with it, sometimes it's really on the point, but I was trying to be as vigilant as possible to not take every musical input to create something, because then it becomes a complete illustrative thing. And also I think if the lighting gets too much in the foreground, then you are visually too engaged to be able to listen. So I try to have this balance.
Programs like this help you laser in on specific details, and they almost act as a key to a door that unlocks a mansion that you can then go in and walk around. The idea here with the Inside Licht program is that same spirit, which was very much one of his favorite ways of presenting his music, where the audience is free to orient themselves in the way that they choose to the music. So they can sit in one place and just experience the whole thing in one go and listen very closely, or they can pick up their backjack and move to another part of the hall and hear it from a different perspective.
You lose a bit the sense of time, also of space, because it's quite mesmerizing, especially when you look at the videos. There's not much going on, and it can really center yourself.
So that people come there, just forget about everyday life, about the problems, and just enjoy the moment and see what the sounds do to you. If the sounds go up, you go up. If the sounds get soft, you get soft. So what Stockhausen said, you become the tones, ideally. So you fly with the layers, try to see where the sounds are going to, how they move in space, and just forget about all the daily stuff and just awaken the fantasy.
Just sit back and relax and go with the flow, and Stockhausen will guide you along.
I hope people find their own story in that music.